Hello Wolves, so today's video will be on a topic that may be slightly old, but I realise I haven't done a full-length video on it, and obviously I can't let that opportunity go to waste. If you haven't read the title above, today's video is all about the Black Widow movie and how it should have been made before Captain Marvel was even a thought. Before she was a twinkle in her father's eye. I would just like to start off with saying I don't hate Captain Marvel. In fact, I actually enjoyed the film, but I still think Black Widow should have been made beforehand. Should have been made way before Captain Marvel. I've always been interested in a Black Widow origin movie or just a Black Widow movie, and even though we're getting one really soon, I'm still convinced it's a dream and I'll wake up in a fever sweat in a minute and it'll all be in my head. Natasha Romanoff was an original Avenger and the only female one to boot. Sure, at that time she wasn't the only female in the Marvel movies, but she was the only female Avenger and one that a lot of little girls or boys, myself included, looked up to. And to see origin movies for 4 out of the 6 main Avengers and not have a female-led movie is pretty sucky. Black Widow has such a deep and interesting past, which could have been adapted into an origin story before Age of Ultron, before we got those flashbacks to her past. And given the way the MCU is going, it would have been a much more adult-toned movie. I mean, her origin isn't exactly child-friendly, but it would have been something different, something fresh. Well, before Red Sparrow, maybe even before John Wick. And this origin movie could have been a backdoor pilot type thing for Hawkeye, a little origin for him, how he met Natasha, and we could have got that Budapest story, although I think we may be getting that in the new movie, but my point is they should have done it earlier. I understand that the reason a Black Widow movie was held off for so long was because certain executives and big named like higher ups in the Disney stuff, I think, like I've heard this, I don't know if it's true, please don't sue me, didn't believe a female-led superhero movie would make a lot of money and would work. Obviously Wonder Woman proved them wrong, but like Black Widow was one of the original 6. She was fleshed out in Iron Man 2, Avengers, Winter Soldier, Avengers 2, Civil War, Avengers 3, Avengers 4, you know, she's had she's been in quite a lot of the movies. She's had a lot of her past fleshed out, but there's still these undiscovered spots that we could have had a movie for. And like, if that executive that denied that this film would make money had seen the hype around that trailer, pretty sure he'd be eating his own shit right now. And before anyone that loves Wonder Woman in DC gets on my butt about this, I actually hope it beats Wonder Woman in money and everything like that. And that is only because I just want to prove that she could have done this movie and she could have carried this movie way before now. Just that one executive that was a dick. I just want to see his face when he realised Black Widow is actually a good movie and was a good idea from the start. My main problem with Captain Marvel getting a female-led solo before Black Widow is because it would have been the first female solo. Black Widow deserved that. She was the original Avenger, and to give it to a character we hadn't met yet was a bit shitty. Also, I feel like Marvel have this problem of adding new characters and not fleshing out established characters. Black Widow, I understand, was in quite a few of the films, like I said. She had her past kind of touched on in Age of Ultron and it's always kind of mentioned in some of the films, but I still want to watch an origin movie. Captain Marvel's great, but flesh out your original characters before you add new ones, because they feel more human that way. You fleshed out Iron Man, fleshed out Steve, fleshed out Natasha, and this whole thing with Captain Marvel being the strongest in the Marvel universe now, it gives me a headache because she's not. Scarlet Witch is. It's just, she's been bigged up so much and it bothers me so much that she gets all this attention when it should have been a Black Widow movie. It should have been. I think a lot of people can agree it should have been. I'm not saying never do a Captain Marvel film, obviously do one, but do it after a Black Widow movie. Because then we've had Natasha, we've had her story, and she's an iconic comic book character that needed time to tell her story, whether it be an origin or whether it be like a new movie, which is like dipping into her past but also exploring new stuff. I don't know if you can tell, because I'm being very calm, but I'm slightly annoyed. Like I said before, she has a complicated backstory that could have been interwoven with other characters. For example, Bucky. Like, there is a scene in Civil War where she says, "You could at least remember me." I didn't think they were going to do anything with those two. I thought they were just going to leave it be. But that sentence proves that they knew each other in the Red Room. Maybe he was her trainer, maybe they were lovers like in the comics. They need to sort that out because that's frustrating the hell out of me. Please mention it in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I beg. Or just a Black Widow movie. Yes. Oh my god, I'm getting frustrated. You know, she's an orphan, she's in the Red Room, she was a spy. You know, you can't like have this really interesting character and go, right, she's a spy, she's badass, she killed all these people, she now is like on path to good, she's helping the good guys, and then go, but we're not going to give her a movie because she's a girl. And then a couple of years later go, actually we're going to do a female movie now that we know Wonder Woman did it and that they work, but we're going to go with a different character. Look, what I'm trying to say in this video, that's probably really stupidly long because I'm ranting, is that Black Widow should have got a movie before Captain Marvel, obviously because that's the title, because she was an original Avenger. We got hints of her past but never anything concrete. Like, imagine getting like a fucking hint in a game, like a little clue to like solving a puzzle, never like actually figuring out what that puzzle is. Come on. I want to know more, which is why I'm so happy she's finally getting her moment to shine. But it's, some people actually think it's a bit too late, which is such a shame because I'm gonna go watch it. I can watch it 20 billion times so it hits the margins. I'm so frustrated because Natasha is such a rich and interesting character, and she hasn't before this been given her time to shine. This video doesn't make any sense. I've just realised I've been rambling about nothing. My point is that Black Widow should have been made before Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is fine, it still could have been made, but the focus should have been on Natasha, especially if they knew they were going to kill her off in Endgame, because that would have been more impactful for the audience. I cried when she died. I know, shocking. But I know a lot of people didn't care, and that's so annoying because she's such a cool character. If you had a solo film, people may be more attached or more upset when she died. I don't know, but Black Widow, Captain Marvel, they did it in the wrong order. Thank you for watching my TED Talk on how to rant in a video and not make any sense throughout it. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, today's video probably is all over the place, but I wanted to do a video on this and then I was writing down my thoughts and I thought, fuck it, I'll go freehand. And now I see that was a mistake. I hope you did kind of understand what I was saying. Leave a comment down below what your opinion is. Do you think it doesn't matter? Because it probably doesn't now, but do you think Black Widow should have been made beforehand? Maybe during the origins of everyone else, like Iron Man and stuff? Or do you think she should have had a solo mission where they followed her? That would have been cool. I upload every week. I do reactions and I do videos like this. So if this interests you, it's not weird. If you like stuff like this, click that bell down below to be notified when I upload, and subscribe to my channel, please. I have a Twitter, Tumblr and Instagram that you can go follow. They are down below in the description and at the end of the video. Let me know what you thought, and if you have any video suggestions, let me know down below, and I will see you next time. Bye littles. Peace.